All right, good peoples, good peoples. Let's get to it. We are. This today is the first. I should have did one early, but I was rocked. This energy has been very heavy for a lot of us. Decisions. You know what I'm saying? Making plans, setting new intentions, all that fly shit, right? So the energy is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. It's just for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Today is the first day of the red serpent wave spell. We're going to talk about it because it's really important. It's really important in this era of new beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Welcome on in, Jim. Make yourself right at home. We're finna dive in and feel what the energy is doing. Like I said, I probably should have did it earlier, but I didn't want to show up like that. You feel what I'm saying? I want to make sure I was rested. I want to make sure everything that was going on in my personal life wasn't going to interfere. But it's still relevant, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all feeling the heat of this fiery Aries moon, the warrior, you know what I'm saying? It's really that time where it's not about backing down anymore. It's about really standing your ground. The training wheels are off, my peoples. You feel what I'm saying? If you had any doubt about your journey prior to all this, it was all training ground. You know what I'm saying? It was all training ground for these kind of moments. Aries is the first card of the major arcana, which is the Fool card. So, in one sense, you want to take chances on yourself. New beginnings, take leaps of faith. On the other hand, you are nobody's fool. Don't play the fool. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a balance game. And what you've been through prior to this will help you make that discernment. And not only will that help you, but this wave spell is going to help you. I'm going to pull her out so you can see who I'm talking about. And we're going to dive into it. While I'm waiting, the red serpent is pretty much, the wisdom of a serpent. I'm talking about kundalini energy at the same time. The rising of the serpent, the two thieves that sat next to Jesus on the cross. We're talking about the two nerves that intertwine the spine. The spinal column is the cross. You know what I'm saying? When you hold your arms out. So we're talking metaphysics. We're not talking literal. We're talking about the symbolism behind all this. And even in ancient Egypt, they had not even ancient, but in Egypt, they had the serpent on the crown with the third eye that spit fire at anybody that was on some bullshit, right? Layman's terms. It's a little late. Let me pour her out for you so we can see. But this is going to be about transformation through physical means. Is really the highlight. It's about not using these two eyes. The serpent energy, this is more about your intuition, your inner guidance, your gut feeling. A lot of Virgo energy here. Survival instincts. This is more about, like I said, not using the physical eyes. Store and the life force. What is the store? Well, in the process of the mind calendar, the store is when all the information is gathered. It doesn't have to be so deep. Like I said, a nice walk every day. Just to get some of those impurities out. Just to get fresh air. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we have cinnamon, another activation. This is more about the abundance that's available right now. This is blessings, you know what I'm saying? Then the white wind is talking about our communication. What are we putting in as far as like the order to the universe kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go through the drive-thru. What are you putting in? Again, more breath work, the ability to communicate. This is also about listening here, because this is what I'm going through today, especially when you're doing physical things. Because last night I went on a run looking for two kids who took my bike from the dollar store, right? And I sprained my ankle. And I was going after a good sweat, after a good time of running around, you get that fatigue where you get what we call the lack of ego. Communication can happen as well. You know what I'm saying? And during a meditation, you understand what I'm saying? So let's get a little bit from the light and a little bit from the dark. Because again, we've learned the lesson of how to keep things balanced. You have to be in the middle of things. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be no pushover, but you don't want to be no tyrant. You feel me? And you're gonna have situations where either side is going to be more relevant than the other. There's going to be times when your compassion is more on deck than your vengeance, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Or your downtime from doing these kind of workouts. Again, so this is where the listening comes in. Okay? Alright, let's get into the Santa Muerte and see what they have. This is a little bit more in-depth. And if you want cards or you have questions, like I said, feel free to ask, even if it's after the video has been posted, okay? Because we're about creative solutions. We're in a new time. We're in a new space. We can't use the old methods. We have to really draw upon what's going on within for these answers now. You know what I'm saying? We can't go off the old models. We have to create the new design, the new template. And a lot of us have been doing that, not even knowing that we're doing that. So don't be so hard on yourself during this time either. You know what I mean? Don't put a hard workout in every day just because you think. You know what I'm saying? Take some time to rest. It's just as important. A little self-care goes a long way. So let's get who's in the room? Let's make this just classics. Give me a number between 1 and 5. If you would. Give me a number between 1 and 5. We'll do a little participation, crowd participation, if you would. You don't have to. Nine, 4. Perfect. All right, so let's get 4. Thank you for that, sir. And this is also meant to show you the value of the collective. We're all in this simulation, you know what I'm saying, together. So 1, 2, 3, 1 on the bottom of the deck. Then over here, we'll go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the deck. Let's see what it do. For the red serpent wavespell. Thrusting motion. Yes, this is fertility. This is Aries season. This is about being fertile. You know what I'm saying? However that translates, new beginnings. And what do we have here? The 2 of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be some thrusting, all right. Some of y'all are either coming into partnerships or are kind of like renewing partnerships at this time with this 2 of Cups energy. You might just run into somebody, you know what I'm saying? Where you get that tantric energy off. And then we got the 3 of Pentacles, which is what? Planting seeds. How about that? And the patience behind all of that. So all this work, all this effort during this wave spell of the next 13 days is going to lead up to something. You know what I'm saying? New beginnings. Tilling the soil, if you will. Tilling the soil. How rich is that, right? Energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. For the next card, we have Page of Pentacles. This is new beginnings as well. So this is where things are brand new. This might even be going back to school, being the student again. Here, put your arms up. Put your hands up. I'm going to need you to be more helpful back here, buddy. More of grounding. And as you can see by this card, even the shape of it is more of what I was talking about. This is more of a yoga posture or a Tai Chi posture right here, the Page of Pentacles. It's feeling renewed as well. It's a youthful energy. Not immature, but youthful. Let's put that out there. This is more of a youthful energy. And we're talking about this in its highest energy. You know what I'm saying? If you want the reverse, by all means. But this will let you know how. The thing about this new beginning is it's going to come with a bit of conflict. And this is what the heaviness of the Aries moon is bringing. This is the turmoil. I don't know how many places I've been where I've seen people arguing, getting into fights and blah, blah, blah. And just even in my own personal space, the conflict of people going against what you feel is best for you, whether they agree or not. It's not really their business, right? But you're still going to have that kind of conflict with these new seeds you're planting. This would be like a friend group that you once were a part of. This is a relationship that you once were a part of. Or you're around people who don't quite see eye to eye. They're going to come into conflict with this union. Here's the two of swords. I mean, the five of swords, but you see the couple here, the two. So even in new relationships, you might have people coming back from the past who don't agree with that. Parents or exes. Because this is a very fertile energy now. Would you look at this? She peeling it off. You know what I'm saying? And we're hearing this Aries energy coming out of Libra season, which is about partnerships as well. You know what I mean? And this could be just your relationship with yourself. Keep that in mind. The Page of Wands in reverse. This is going back to communication of the white wind. No more small talk. No more small offers. This is about realizing that you're worth more than just the shits and giggles kind of thing. You really don't want to play it small, is what this is saying. You really want to ask the questions that need to be asked. You want to have the communication that needs to be had. Because these are messages when you're talking about pages and the Wands energy. You know, fast communication. This could be text messages and all that. You want something that's really going to get to the meat and potatoes. And over here, we have the King of Pentacles. How about that? More value. This is mastering that value. This is what I'm talking about. You don't want the small. You want the big. You want the legacy. You want the long term. This is more short term when you talk about pages, and especially in reverse. This is something that's a waste of time. You understand what I'm saying? This is what the score was with the game kind of energy when you're more worried about how we're going to buy a new house. You know what I'm saying? What's the next step in raising the children, opening a new business and how to maintain that. This is big dog energy. This is boss energy. You know what I'm saying? Got to be no multimillionaire, but it's more about taking control of that aspect of life. And the two bottom cards. Four Swords. This is the rest. Because you get a lot of messages and dreams, but this is the recharge of the body. Self-care, self-love with this heart here. You know what I'm saying? The nest egg. Again, going with this King of Pentacles, talking about legacy. The new seeds, the new fertile ideas that you're having, or new beginnings. It could be a new job. It could be anything like that, especially when you're talking about pentacles. It could be any kind of endeavor, but also getting your rest is so important in this kind of energy, because if you know anything about snakes, when they shed their skin, they have to go somewhere and be still for quite a while. And even after their skin comes off, they have to chill. They can't move until that skin hardens. They have to rest. You understand what I'm saying? Can't just rush out there with that fresh skin. And then the Five of Pentacles, which is on this side. This is what we're leaving behind as we plant all those new, because there's two fives here. This is change. And when I was outside last night looking for my bike, I found a $5 bill on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I said, how about that? So the new beginning is going to come with conflict. It's going to come with opposition. No big deal. You'll know what needs to go because it's going to play it small. It's going to try to keep you in a place where there's really no substance. There's no essence. There's nothing getting accomplished. This is what we're walking away from. The skulls that are highlighted in the green signify specific points along the journey that we're really telling. You know what I'm saying? This could have been that job. This could have been that relationship. This could have been that first time you tried a business endeavor and maybe it failed. But now you're leaving all those aspects behind to start something new, especially if it failed. You know what I'm saying? This is learning to let go and release and not take that with you on the next part of the journey. What you're looking at to take with you is the wisdom, so that you, when you come to this space again, when you're in this energy again, you know who and what to put that energy into. We're talking about life force energy, where to put my energy into, where is it best invested, you know what I'm saying? So this is really what's going on right now with this full moon energy and the red serpent wavespell and all the other shit going on. But just to keep it simple, you know, in layman's terms, because the heat is on, you know what I mean? The heat is on. And like I said prior, the training wheels are off. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to maintain the balance without that support system, so to speak, and learn to ride that thing out. You feel me? So this is what I got for the next 13 days. Really cultivating the time and energy that you put into yourself and what you've got going on. Realizing that all the changes that are happening right now, especially ones that are, let's say, life-changing, monumental, they're going to come with a bit of opposition. So it's something that you can almost expect, even if this is your own inner conflict, you know what I'm saying, where it's too much of the mind and not enough of the heart, so to speak, or the intuition. So you might be blocking yourself, so keep that in mind. But you'll know by the pettiness of it all. You know what I'm saying? You'll know because it's playing it small and playing it safe. And this is what we're walking away from collectively and individually if you're making that choice. The communication is key right now. Breath work is really great right now, especially in this anger energy, because this will calm you down. But at the same time, we know that the air feeds the fire. So if you got a fire under your ass, you want to do some breath work to kind of keep that flame, that passion ignited, because there's a lot of passion behind this. And this, because this is like the outcome. You know what I'm saying? This is like after the skin comes off kind of energy. That abundance, the cinnamon, sweetness, you know what I'm saying? That pumpkin spice, you know what I mean? That active ingredient that she represents. And on this side, on the lighter side of things, and I love how that worked out. 2 of Cups, partnerships, especially with yourself. Make sure you're getting rest in all of this transformation and planting those nest eggs. Page of Pentacles, being the student again, learning things new, but finding centeredness and balance in everything, right? And on top of that, we have the King of Pentacles, which is opposite of this page. We're talking long-term visions and goals now. We're not doing the small petty talking, all that, you know, whatever. This is gossip too. This is drama, you know, this is also talking about that old, what is it, that parable, which wolf are you feeding at this time? You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, make sure you're getting enough rest, because the dream state in the season of the ancestors is going to be quite interesting. I kid you not. If you haven't already started experiencing it, if you haven't already started feeling that the veil is thin as all hell, this is going to be a time where it's going to be a lot of ancestral happenings. Get your candy and put it out there, even if you don't got kids in your neighborhood, because this is an offering to the ancestors. This is when they come through, you know. So you want to make that kind of that link, that communication. Again, it's going to be really key at this time. Really, really key. You feel me? So don't let nothing deter you. Follow your instincts, your will to survive, which is really much getting yourself through the fire of it all. The life force energy, what you're putting all that beautiful energy that you're cultivating into. All right? You'd rather have it on this side than this side, as far as these cards are concerned. All right? So let's see. That's pretty much it. Anybody who's left in the room, Jim, it's just you really. If you want a card, I'll pull a card for you. If not, this is where we can part ways and take this with us through the next week and a half, and watch how these changes that we're making are really going to benefit ourselves, planting these new seeds, these fertile seeds. And the other thing about this card is, as above, so below. This is the subconscious mind. So this would be a lot of side notes. So I gotta find that video I did a while ago, but check it. While you're dreaming, while you're asleep, this is a great time to play audio, especially in your voice, so that your subconscious knows it's you talking to you, right? I don't care what it is, affirmations, what you want to accomplish, because that's what's going to be planted while you're sleeping. All right? So that's a little for you right there, Jim. Appreciate you for stopping in. This is where it really gets funky. So play something tonight and do it for the next 13 days and see how that works out. It's really about experimentation right now. Okay? But have a great night, Jim. Appreciate you, and everybody else will stop in later on. If you need any other services, I'll put them in the description box. You know how the deal go. But until next time, wholeness and love to y'all.